Hello, this is Gray Hughes. This is actually my, I want to just give you more information about me. There's a website, digitalrainfilms.com. I don't use it anymore. It used to be like a videography site, you know, with, I would do the, video editing, animation, and so forth. But now I'm in the search engine optimization field as my normal job. And then on the side, I do crime scene reconstruction and animation, with animations and stuff like that. Okay, this is what I mean. This picture's 10 years old, so I don't look quite as dark hair and so forth. I don't quite look like that anymore. But and my real name, my name is Gray Hughes, right? But when I was born, the doctors put my parents put L. Gray Hughes on the birth certificate. Or I guess they had written it down, right? And then the doctor wrote Lance Gray Hughes on the birth certificate. So that's my official name. Okay, Lance Gray Hughes. Okay. But I was only supposed to be L. Gray Hughes and always going to be called Gray. So I'm still called Gray. I'm exactly the way it's supposed to be. But the Lance was something the doctor invented, and because he was a family friend, my parents allowed that. And I actually check in with that once every year because it just seems so crazy. But it's a true story. All right, so now let's get on to what I was going to be talking about here. Is Straight Drop put out a video on me, and again, he's doing that deceptive crap again. He's using video where the time code up here is changed. Okay, he changes this time code up here. I don't know if he did it or he got footage from somebody else that did it, because what he's showing you is not right. Okay, it's not right at all. He's saying, and what he also does in my video, there's a time where I had the footage zoomed in too much, so the time code, you couldn't see it, and then I catch it, and then I even say it on my video. Oh, okay, let me zoom in a little bit there. I missed it, but he doesn't put that part in there. Okay, and then there's another part in my video. These cameras are all motion activated, and I accidentally left a little too much of the next motion, so somebody just sort of appears in the shot when it shouldn't have been that way. Okay, it's just I left the motion on, and I pointed that out in the video. Of course, he always likes to call it glitching because he loves the glitch. He even made a video where he glitched for 24 hours, and it was pretty amazing. So let's just hear some of the stuff he was saying.
Tampering with things. You're always tampering with something, and you're always trying to put the word facts behind it to make it sound concrete, Mr. Hughes. Who gives you the nerve? What gives you the nerve? Who do you think you are to think that you could just be the only one on YouTube saying this young girl just walked in the freezer?
I don't know. I mean, I'm just making videos on what I see, okay? Just like you are, I guess. Although your videos seem to be doctored up quite a bit. Let's just look for some of the parts that you were talking about. Let's see if I can find it.
At 1:30.
Yeah.
Right?
See, 1:30 in the morning.
Then you have this right here. 1:30:59, right? Then you got this right here, Mr. Hughes. You got Teresa's sister going in there, Mr. Hughes. And he better tell her go down there where she's at. Go ahead, Mr. Hughes. Why are you showing tampered videos, Mr. Hughes? Mr. Hughes, I'm talking to you. There's no time up here, Mr. Hughes. Mr. Hughes.
I can hear you. I can hear you. Yes, I actually, in my video, if you watch it, let's see what time he's got right there. 6:33, right? That's 6:33 in my video that he's looking at. And let's see, I am going to go to 6:33. Right here, right? His hands on his head, and he looks upset. I mean, they're only in here for a real short amount of time. I'm going to pause this for a second. Looks like I'm scaled out too large here. Let's see if I can make it so you can see the time code right there. Okay. All right, but she's only in there for less than a minute. Okay, so you see how I actually fixed that, but he doesn't show that, right? Then he goes on to have, he has a completely false time code on the video he's going to show. So he uses some video that he found. I don't know where it was, but he has, see, I have it at 1:31, right? When she comes running out, 1:31:49. But he has a version. Now, I don't know if he got this from somebody else or what, but this is not right here. See the date, the 9th? That means, you know, if Teresa already knows that her daughter's passed away, then how did they find her on the 10th at 12:15? You know, 12:20. What, you know, I don't remember the exact time, but you know, when that assistant food court manager went back there. Well, actually, I should have that exact time. Hold on a second, because I think it's in my video. Yeah, so look at, here's the 10th. See that? 2017, 9/10 at 12:23 and 55 seconds. Okay? Now he has it the day before at 11:48. You know, like literally 30 minutes, about 30 minutes prior to Kenneka even being found. Miss Martin is screaming and yelling, and that just doesn't make any sense at all, okay? What makes sense is that after, in my video, you know, when they, right around this time, see, they came back out and they secured a room at about 1:15, but they had already called Miss Martin, so she was on her way there. And then when she arrived at about 1:30, they, they went back in this room. And this guy right here, he looks really upset. When, okay, so I zoomed in, and then here she comes out, 1:31:49, right? Right there. All right, but when you go watch the straight drop video, he has it at 23:48.
23:48, Mr. Hughes.
And see, he really does have, you know.
And then yours says no time, Mr. Hughes, because you didn't want the people to know that the times don't matter. The red boxes don't matter, Mr.
Yeah, see, I wasn't trying to hide anything, but he didn't show you that I zoomed back out. Okay, that's what I mean. I have this burden of having to do everything exactly right in every single video, or it's a catastrophe. However, when this guy shows you a video that's zoomed in, squashed, filmed with a camera, and wiggled around, it's all believed. It's unbelievable.
Mr. Hughes.
So let's just keep watching.
Mr. Hughes. 48, Mr. Hughes.
Okay, so look at what time he has.
And then on yours says, when she comes in there, look at this, Mr. Hughes. Mr. Hughes. Mr. Hughes. I know you're smart. But your fans, your subs, they're not too smart. All right, so like I'm going to break it.
Okay, you know what? All the people that subscribe to me are smart, okay? I don't know what the hell this guy is talking about. But, you know, he's, you know. You know what? You know the nickname that I've called him before. That's pretty appropriate. Let's see what we're
down for him. Straight drop on his head. All right.
Oh, there you go.
Ain't that what you call me? Straight drop on his head.
Yeah.
Well, Mr. Hughes, 23:48, Mr.
Okay.
Hughes.
See, they have 23:48, and she's running out. Yep.
Mr. Hughes.
That's crazy, right? I mean, he does have a video that says that 23:48
comes out, Mr. Hughes.
That's not even possible. Okay, so I don't know where he got his video from, and I don't know if he's the one that edited this time up here, but it has been edited. Okay, and I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna prove it to you right now. Okay, so here is. I'm gonna go to my Toshiba hard drive on the 10th. The meeting hall east, and I'll just start looking for a time. Okay, we're looking for 1:30. Okay, so I'm going to open up a video, exe file. So that's 1249. Let's try this one. Okay, 114. So I think coming up here, they're about to secure that room right there. Let's see. I'm just opening up these exe files. Okay, here comes the assistant food and beverage manager. He's going to come down here and secure this room because they know that Miss Martin is on her way. Okay. Now I'm going to go forward, see if I can find the 130. That's 117. There's a lot of motion going on during this time, so there's a whole bunch of files. Okay, 127. 128. Okay, so right before that, look at the time right here. 131. Hopefully you can see that. I'll try to make it a little larger and keep the aspect ratio the same. 131.08. Okay, so here comes the sister, Kenneka's sister, and then Miss Martin is following behind. Okay, it's 1:31 in the morning on the 10th. All right, so she goes back there, and then this is the continuation of that motion and extra motion. So 1:31, 35, and then you'll see her come running out. See, 131.50. Okay, so I don't know where, you know, Straight Drop is getting his video clips from that say 23:48. That just doesn't make any sense whatsoever. You know, I don't know. You know, I can't explain to you why he gets the times that he does. All I can say is he's either intentionally putting that there or he's getting the video from somebody else who intentionally changed this time up here, because it's not accurate. Okay, not accurate whatsoever. All right, now let's see. Later on in this video, he brings up the kitchen and he talks about how there's a way to get back there. Yes, I've mentioned in other videos, there's 2 doors to the left right here of this office, just like he does. He mentions, and there's one directly behind this shot that you can come into this room. However, there's no other way to get back into this area. Okay, he keeps talking about this hallway and so forth, and look at, you cannot get back in this area without setting off the motion sensor. Okay, yes, and there's this door and there's another door right through here, and the surveillance camera is just up here that films the room, and this is that office that you see just to the left of the surveillance camera. Now he says that there's a door here that goes back to that area, and that just isn't true at all. You know, shockingly, another thing that it just isn't true. All right, so let's get the scan here. Let's see, where is that? This is the folder I downloaded his latest video in. He'll see that and go, oh, he's got a whole folder on me. Jeez. Okay, here's a video MP4. This is the Faro scan, okay? So it comes in the room. You can get a good visual of the room right now. So, I mean, right there is right there it'll just pretty much shows you the whole thing. I need to go get it running again here, sorry. Hit the stop button instead of pause. All right, so this is back here, and there's nothing there. See, that's just, you know, circuit breakers and all kinds of stuff. There's no hallway right there, okay? Not at all. Yeah. So this is the area where he says there's a hall that you can get back here, and there just isn't. All right? There's no way to get back into that area without setting off a motion sensor. Now, like I said from the beginning, if there's footage missing that was purposely removed, that was motion sensed, I can't do anything about that, and I have no proof of that, and that's the only option there is that something's being hidden. The time codes are all accurate on the ones if you actually download from Rosemont website or order the external hard drive as I did, you will get the correct time codes, okay? But here's the Faro scan, and as you can see, there's a door right there. That's the one the manager probably came through, the assistant food and beverage manager, okay? So just watching this part again, there is absolutely no way to get from that office back there, and as you watch this coming around this corner, there's no way to get back here from over there either, or from outside. This is just an isolated area. Okay, so, you know, you've been deceived again by the same person who deceptively tries to convince people of things. But as you can see in my video, I actually realized that I had been zoomed in too far, then zoomed out, showed the time code. Then I also proved to you that the time codes that he has when Teresa Martin's running out are not accurate, and they also don't make sense logistically, since Kenneka wasn't even found for over 30 minutes after his video shows Teresa running out in despair. She wasn't even at the hotel yet. She hadn't even been called that they'd found Kenneka yet. So that makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. And I just showed that there's no way to get back into this area. Okay? So, I just wish there was at one time somebody came up with where I went, You know, you guys should check out some of Mick Micah's videos. Or Mick Mecca, excuse me, Mick Micah. Mick Mecca, M-I-C-M-E-C-C-A. You know, him and I don't agree on, you know, the accident angle is clear. You know, clearly, he thinks there's something going on, but he uses real footage and is accurate. And if you believe in sort of a more of a logical way to look at this case from an angle of a conspiracy or a murder, his are probably the best ones out there. I mean, there's no doubt about it. But he doesn't go and publish his name all over the place. But at least his are honest, and he just points out things that he notices, and they're accurate. Okay, and he's the person who found a couple clips of surveillance that were new to everybody. All right, so go check him out. M-I-C-M-E-C-C-A. All right, so that's it. Until next time, I will talk to you later.